Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be covering the 0.1.20.15 patch notes from Enlisted, which has just came out. It's one of the updates. We've waited just over a week for this one. So there's a lot of things which are promising, including the AI updates, some of the grenade mechanics, rally points. There's a few things that have really stood out to me in these patches. We'll go through everything one by one, just so everybody knows what's going on. There's a lot of stuff which has changed, so let's just jump right into them here. So we've got the missions. So the visit, you're going to have to bear with me here, I don't know if I can pronounce this word. The Vizikovo village assault mission. So in the Battle of Moscow campaign, it's been re-added back into the rotation. A new version of the mission, Libre, in the Invasion of Normandy campaign has been added, in which the allies are attacking this time, so not the Axis. Weapons and equipment, so you're no longer able to drop special items and weapons like the Engineer Hammer. AI soldiers, so let's just jump on to them now. The AI soldiers no longer prevent players from building anymore, which is very useful. How many times have you been in that situation where you're trying to build something and an AI is preventing you from doing so? Improved system of AI soldier enemy detection. So the AI is going to be a lot less effective at detecting enemies from behind flanks, or from behind and from flanks even, if they do not shoot. This should make their behaviour more realistic and allow for greater efficiency in flanking manoeuvres. So it means we're not going to get spotted by the AI when we're kind of further away or on a flank, unless we're pretty much in the open. Sounds will affect the chance of being detected by AI much more. If the target does not move and does not shoot, it will have a low chance of being detected if not in direct sight, which is also pretty good and makes it more realistic. Reduced AI alertness for crouching and crawling players over long distances. To be fair, I never really noticed that one, so that's quite an interesting one to see. Moving on to economics, so they've actually changed the complete way bronze orders work. So normally you would get them from battle tasks, but you can't get them from battle tasks anymore. You're not awarded them anymore. You now obtain them for every 3,000 campaign experience points you get. Order for weapons and for troops are granted in turns as well, so it's going to be per 3,000. I'm presuming you're going to get maybe one for troops and then one for weapons after the next level. The amount of battle tasks each player can complete per day is limited to 9 with the elite battle pass and to 3 without. So I'm presuming that's just an incentive for the elite battle pass. The battle pass, so added ability to skip levels and get battle pass rewards for in-game gold. Price of the skip depends on the amount of levels already skipped. So from the first 14 skips it's going to cost 45 gold. From the 15th skip till the 21st skip it's going to cost 75 gold. From the 22nd skip to the 28th skip 125 gold. And from the 29th skip and above it's 175 gold. And that's for each time. So some graphic and animation updates. So they added a new effect for the tank shell penetrations when hitting different objects. Added visual effects for tank and machine gun hits to different objects, and they added reloading animation for the M2 hide as well. That's all we've got for graphic and animations. So moving on to the interface, the debriefing menu will now display the campaign experience gained from each squad and the premium account effect on gained experience. So I'm presuming a bit like Heroes and Generals, where you get to the end of the game, tells you how much you would get as a veteran, or how much you just got yourself without being a veteran account. Also the camera direction marker and transport is now visible, or more visible. Now you can remove a marker by clicking on it again. If a player earned a battle hero badge, it will be shown on all squads in the debriefing. They've added a star animation when a new soldier is delivered. Added an ammo image in the menu. Battle task progress can now be checked in battle. That's really useful. When trying to use an enemy supply crate, you'll now see a message about the crate that belongs to the enemy. So that's I'm presuming when you're in an actual thing, you see like an ammo crate or something like that. You're able to actually tell if an enemy placed it there. They improved the icons in the logistics menu. They now better represent weapons in each category, so I'm presuming heavy weapons, auto rifles, semi-rifles, bolt action rifles. Now you can change your squad in practice mode from the main menu. In the tutorial, they've made the checkpoint zones higher and wider so that they're harder to miss. Discount players are now shown in a dark tone in the debriefing to make balancing scores more clear. Okay. So that's all we've got for the interface. Moving on to the gameplay and other changes. The grenade throw mechanic, this is probably the one that I'm quite excited about. The grenade throwing mechanics have been improved and the angle of throwing and arm movement have been changed. The left hand thumb now indicates the throwing direction. That's so good. The amount of times I've tried to throw a grenade through the window and it's bounced off the wall and killed me, it's not even funny anymore. You'll no longer be able to aim while jumping, that's just a realism thing. Remove the temporary immunity of soldiers spawning at mobile rally points set by an engineer. Now that's so good in terms of if you're a sniper and you're shooting shooting into a rally point, it means you're not going to get that white hit marker. But also it is kind of bad as well, because someone could just camp near a rally point just enough so that they can still spawn on it and just sit there and kill everybody. So that's going to be an interesting one. Now you're only prohibited to build rally points near the stationary spawn points in each mission. Okay, so I'm presuming you can basically build them anywhere else then. Now respawn points in invasion mode are moved immediately after a new strategic zone is captured. That's fine. Mobile rally points built in close proximity to each other are now grouped as one single point on the map. You'll respawn at one of them automatically if the group is chosen. Well, that's a good point there, because that means there's not going to be any wasted rally points. It's just going to be that one location that you can spawn on the map. If any stationary or dynamic capture or spawn point is activated in the mission, all mobile rally points are destroyed near it. So I'm presuming, so if someone captures a spawn point, captures a point and there's a rally point near it, it's just destroyed. So that'll make gameplay a bit more interesting. Now the mobile rally point can only be destroyed by the enemy or the player who has built it. Now that's good, because it means we're gonna solve that problem with the teammates destroying your rally points because they think it's an enemy one. So that's really useful. Now the amount of supplies dropped from dismantled crates depends on the amount of unused ammo in it. That makes sense. Tutorial added a special target tank entity. Practice added actual tanks as practice targets. Now shells are ejected on bolt action weapons when the fire button is released. You can now set up FOV separately for vehicles and soldiers. I don't really use the vehicle, so I'm not too sure how much of an impact that's going to have. Remove the settings for TPV sensitivity, as that mode is not present in the game. Now if you control a plane by keyboard, mouse controls are blocked. So that's all the gameplay updates there. A lot of them are quite interesting in terms of the respawn points. Also the grenade throwing, that's probably my most exciting parts, or that I'm taking away from that. And there's also been a load of fixes. So they fixed a bug in which a player could join into a battle even after cancelling the process of searching for one. A bug where it was possible that the allies might block the use of a rally point has been fixed. Now picked up weapons will so when you pick up a weapon, it'll now have the correct properties on it. Target markers will no longer remain on downed planes. When set on fire, the tank compartment will be filled with smoke. Ooh, okay. Fix the walk animation for soldiers more than 30 meters away. Remove the building preview for soldiers and cars. Fix the immunity when respawning on a player beyond the battle zone. When using stationary machine gun, the player's body parts will no longer obscure vision. Okay. Corrected the commander positioning in the hatch of the BA-11. Changed the EAC warning message when kicking a player from the game. Reduced visual ghosting artifacts related to ambient occlusion. Fixed interacting with ladders when looking straight above. Increased swimming speed upwards when looking up. Fixed the bug in which the Kark 98 with the launcher on it was reloaded with a clip when the magazine was partially full. The mass of the Mannlicher 1895, I'm not too sure if I said that right, has been corrected. Mass 36, so the mass was corrected, or the mouse, I don't know how to actually say it, was the mass was corrected and reload speed was reduced from 3.5 to 3.1 seconds. The MP40 has improved usage of the double magazine shaft, so after one magazine is depleted, a bolt is used to switch the second one. Magazines are replaced when empty. Fixed the bug that lowered damage from shrapnel hitting tank modules after the explosion of an incoming shell. Fixed the display of the propeller while at a low RPM. Fixed the incorrect damage calculation on aircraft modules in certain cases. Fuel mass is now calculated in aircraft physics. Fixed the incorrect raindrop effects on the cockpit when flying aircraft. Now the rain effects in Berlin should only appear when the weather conditions are appropriate. So that's the whole patch log there and updates. Obviously I'm going to take away the economics one, and the AI and the soldiers have been a bit reworked in terms of spotting players. Also the grenades and the rally points are also big gameplay changes, so this is kind of a really useful one. I think a lot of players will like these changes. I think a lot of them are good. So yeah, that covers everything in the notes. This is a really good update, and hopefully we'll see more in the next coming week or so and see if there's any more gameplay, which we'll obviously cover on the channel. So if you do enjoy that kind of content and you want to keep up to date with all the updates and Enlisted, make sure to give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one, guys.